first round of the NBA playoffs. And then I will make my predictions for the second round of the NBA playoffs. So, first round, Phoenix beat New Orleans in 6. I did get Phoenix winning correctly, but I said they were going to sweep, although I kind of said that out of malice. So, yeah, but they still get the win there. Dallas beating Utah. Now, I did predict Utah to win that. I think I predicted them to win that in, hold on, I got to my video. In 7 games is what I predicted. So, Dallas wins it in 6. But I think I did make a mention there. I think I said that if Jalen Brunson goes off and has like a legendary series, that the Mavericks could win. And that is what happened. Jalen Brunson, I believe this might have changed with today's games, but he is leading all scorers in the playoffs, I believe, which is absolutely crazy. Jalen Brunson, and then Luka Doncic came back from injury, and yeah, that Jazz series did not go the way I predicted. You have to wonder if maybe because those two teams I just talked about that lost, the Pelicans, they have a bright future ahead of them, especially if Zion Williamson comes back healthy, but they have a lot of good players on their roster, young team, hungry team, and you have to imagine they're probably going to get even better next season, but the Jazz have kind of run their course a little bit, and maybe Donovan Mitchell or Rudy Gobert go out the door. Maybe you go into a little bit of a rebuild with the Jazz. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Golden State beats the Denver Nuggets. I think I did predict Golden State to win that. Yeah, I had Warriors in 6. It was actually Warriors in 5, but I got the correct outcome there. I think Nikola Jokic, and I'm saying this as a Portland Trail Blazers fan, Nikola Jokic might be entering into sort of a Damian Lillard type situation because he's about to get this Supermax contract from Denver. He's about to be the highest paid player in the history of the NBA, but I just don't think the supporting cast around him is good enough to win a title. I think that Denver's best shot was like two seasons back. I think it was like the bubble season. I think the bubble season was Denver's best shot, the one that the Lakers ended up winning. So I don't know. I'm not sure what Denver's going to do moving forward, but Golden State with Steph and Clay firing on all cylinders, and then Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's been an absolute madman in these playoffs. People are calling him the third Splash Brother, and people have known that Jordan Poole was good for a while, but I don't think people expect him to be this good. And then you have Memphis beating out the Minnesota Timberwolves. The series kind of went down to the wire, but the Memphis Grizzlies, who had looked good all season, young team, the number 2 seed, obviously beat out the Karl Anthony Towns led Minnesota Timberwolves. A bunch of very tight games in 6, and I think I predicted that one as well. So I think so far I am 3 for 4 on my Western Conference predictions. To the East, we got the Heat winning in 5. You guys know me. my schedule, I did not get to see many of these East Coast games just because of the time zone difference, so I can't speak too much about the East Coast games. A lot of that's kind of just guesswork. I apologize in advance, but I just can't sit and watch basketball all day. But I predicted the Heat to win that game. I think the Hawks are kind of in this weird position to me because, I don't know, they had some moderate amount of playoff success last season, and Trae Young is obviously a very good player, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like something is missing on that team, and I can't exactly put my finger on what it is that is missing, so I don't really know. Philly wins in 6 over the Raptors. I got that one correct. I predicted a Philly victory there. James Harden and Joel Embiid have been an absolute monster duo. Specifically Embiid, he's on a warpath right now. Milwaukee, Chicago, I think I predicted Milwaukee sweep there. I like Chicago, but they're young and they just weren't ready for the moment, and I think this is going to sound like shade towards Nikola Vucevic. It's not, but when Vucevic is your best player in the playoffs, you can't be winning. Like, the other guys needed to step up and they didn't step up. And finally, the one I got dead wrong. Boston and Brooklyn. I predicted Brooklyn taking this win, but instead Boston gets the only sweep of the playoffs against them. And I was underestimating this Boston team. They're looking good. They got hot at the right time in the season, and I think they're going to be a tough out for any team, honestly. This Boston team is not a team that you want to meet in the playoffs. Also, speaking of Brooklyn, I am so tired of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, man. Like, the statements they make and like the stuff they put out, like KD getting mad at Charles Barkley, like, and lashing out at people, and then Kyrie Irving like put out this big thing saying like, oh, the media, the puppet masters, all this stuff. Like, dude, just like, it's so annoying. And Kevin Durant is basically like morphing into a small, like, or actually no, a bigger Kyrie Irving, I guess, but like, you hear the words that come out of Kevin Durant's mouth, and it's like, you sound like Kyrie Irving now, and it's just so obnoxious. And they put out this thing saying like, oh, we're gonna work with the owner and the GM and stuff, and like, we're gonna get this team figured out. It's like, dude, you're part of the problem. Like, how do you not see that? But Blake Griffin had a good series for Brooklyn, I guess, but Boston looking solid. Okay, so time to do my predictions. Also, real quick, apologies for these videos being a bit shorter. First of all, as the teams get narrower, like, there's less things for me to talk about, but also, I am working 16-hour shifts back to back this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm recording this on Friday night before I lay down to bed. So that's why everything's kind of been a little bit shorter this week. Just like I said, like, I'm working 32 hours in 2 days this weekend, and that's just super obnoxious. I just got done with all my finals, and then I go and work 32 hours in 2 days, but whatever, it's whatever. But just for the videos, I had to get them out quick. Phoenix versus Dallas. Now, this is an interesting one, actually. I'd be wondering to see what does have their head-to-head matchup on here. No, let's see. I think, like, the Mavericks are my second favorite team in the NBA, but I do not see them getting past the Suns, even with Luka, even with Jalen going off. Like, Booker, Ayton, and CP3 are just such a great trio, and then you have guys like Jay Crowder who are just been playing their role perfectly, and I mean Ayton especially has just been going off. I think the only way Dallas gets by Phoenix is if Chris Paul has like a patented playoffs injury. I think that's pretty much the only way. I'm gonna go Phoenix in 6 over the Dallas Mavericks, as much as it pains me to say, because I love the Mavericks and I want Luka Doncic to succeed and win a ring. He's my favorite player in the league, but the Phoenix is just such a tough team to beat. They're really, really good, and I could see Phoenix getting back to the finals even, so I'm gonna go Phoenix in 6 over the Dallas Mavericks. Golden State over Memphis now. Memphis is a good team, but Golden State with healthy Clay, healthy Steph, now Jordan Poole. I just don't think, I mean, it took Memphis 6 games to beat the Timberwolves, who were the 7 seed, and not as good as the Denver Nuggets that Golden State beat out in 5. And Memphis is good. I mean, obviously you have John Morant, you have, I mean, I can't even think of some of the other guys on that team. Like, that's just like, it's, I don't know. But, Bagley's on that team, right? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, interesting. I don't know. I think I have to go Golden State in 5. I think Memphis takes a game, but even though they're the higher seed, I have to go Golden State in 5 over the Memphis Grizzlies. So I'm setting up a Western Conference Finals between the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors, and in my opinion, those were the 2 best Western Conference teams this season, so it kind of makes sense to me. Now, I didn't know, I just read that Joel Embiid is going to be out indefinitely with an orbital fracture 4 hours ago. I did not realize that was the case. I was originally going to go Philadelphia here. But Joel Embiid is their best player. What does this say about his timetable? Orbital right fracture and mild concussion during Thursday's series clinching Game 6 win at Toronto. Okay, orbital fracture, I mean, that's not good, and a concussion. I was originally going to go Philadelphia in 6, but I think if Embiid is out, even if he does end up coming back, I think if he even misses 2 or 3 games, but with an orbital fracture realistically, I think I'm going to go Miami in 6. Okay, and then the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Boston Celtics. Milwaukee Bucks, defending champions. But there's something about this Boston Celtics team. It feels like, Middleton missed East semis too. Chris Middleton. Yep, entire second round versus Celtics. Okay. Well, I was already leaning Boston anyway, but with that, yeah, Boston who's young, hungry, they're getting hot at the right time. Give me Boston in 7. I think Giannis is gonna be Giannis. I mean, I think he's the best player in the NBA right now. He's gonna be Giannis, and he's gonna do his thing, and he's gonna win some games for him by himself, basically. But that Boston team is like a legit team that plays good together, good chemistry, all that stuff, and they're healthy. Milwaukee isn't. So give me Boston in 7. So your Eastern Conference finals would be the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. Okay, so I'm setting up my prediction is that the Western Conference Finals is going to be the Phoenix Suns versus the Golden State Warriors, and the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. That is my prediction for these rounds. Again, sorry for the shorter videos as of late, but just last minute getting 32 hours worth of shifts, and my shifts end right at 10 p.m. so it's like I have time to come home and record a video afterwards. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. You guys don't care. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I get these predictions correct. I went 6 for 8. Yeah, I went 6 for 8 in the first round. Let's see what I do in the second round. Leave any comments down below in the comments section about what you think of my predictions. And leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And until next time, guys.